Now, for anybody who has seen one of my popular videos, I guess in the last 6 months, it was all about the Lightning. And let me tell you, this right here, I think is going to be the product that I'm the most excited about. So this bind and fly, this is the Lightning. Well, it's called the Lightning 2. And if you're YMZ FPV, can you please reply to my emails? Like, I don't even know if they know I've made a video, but for some reason this video blew up, right? When I reviewed the V1 version of this drone, it got like over 100,000 views, which is really obscure for my channel. And I was like, oh, okay, I really liked it. It flew really well. I was with Raven in the field. This thing was an absolute beast. If you have ever wanted an awesome drone that is like in a tiny little form factor that absolutely screams, this bad boy, the V1, it was amazing. But like a lot of people out there, I thought, you know what's better than an analog little micro drone would be a digital drone. So I took mine apart. I desoldered the little VTX that was sort of on the on-screen flight controller in here, and it was a bit of a pain. It wasn't an easy video, and it wasn't an easy job, and I made a little video about it which absolutely bombed because I think I did a terrible job sort of in like the thumbnail and some things like that. But YouTube analytics aside, I made a video that was like, look, this is Project UAV. That's what I called it because I wanted to have the best, my favorite little drone that I could just take out and rip anywhere. And it truly was that. Like, I have flown my Lightning so many times. Stickman Steve's built a Lightning as well, and it was just such a fun drone to cruise around with, and it was so fast. And also, you got some HD video fed back to you. This right here, though, is the Lightning V2, and I think that this is going to be a pretty big deal for anybody who has walk snail. And I'm just looking there, so it's got the Avatar Mini, the analog, or you can buy it without a camera and a VTX, which is, if I can get my head out of the way, probably, I think, a pretty good option as well. Look, I'm not going to be getting the analog version because I think where the fun really starts is if you can get a little craft like this and move it to digital. This is going to be a lot of fun. Or if you just want to put one in yourself, which is also going to save some people some money. So I don't know what this price is. I don't know what version that is relating to, but fingers crossed we get a really cool drone that works really well. My original one flew really well. I did break a couple of cameras on there actually, so we're going to have to see how that goes with this V2. But to have a drone, and this is kind of like the drone I would design if I was sort of given the choice. So I did write to them and say, hey, we should try and like make this awesome drone. I've been having a lot of fun with it. They never wrote back, so I don't know what their deal is there. But it looks like either they watched my video or they were like thinking along the same sort of lines. And this is kind of what I want. I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this, and it looks like they've compacted it down as well because in the original version it was a little bit annoying. This is obviously the analog version. Do they have any pictures of the one? See, it's all analog right here, so I wonder if we're going to get some pictures. I'm really interested to see how they fit this in with their latest version. For me, that was always the problem when Steve and I are building these. He's got one as well. So much fun to cruise around and race through some gates and that sort of stuff, and they're not obnoxious, they're not noisy. We always struggled trying to cram it inside our frame, so this is going to be quite interesting, seeing how the Lightning V2 goes. Definitely stay tuned for that, because that's one that, I see a lot of drones. This is one I really am excited about. Like when I talk about the Recon, I'm excited. I'm just breaking everything. I'm excited for this drone because it looked different, and it looked like, oh, that could be a bit of fun. This drone right here that you're looking at, the Lightning, I'm excited for just flying around. Like, this is the drone I want to take in my backpack, cruise around, have an awesome time. This drone, the original one, is probably the drone I have flown the most this year. And that for fun, I should say. Like, I have a freestyle build that, look, I haven't made that video for it yet, but I built something in freestyle as well. I use that one an awful lot for testing because I know its range and it's durable, and I can put it through its paces with new radio systems and new video systems and that sort of stuff. But when it comes to literally flying for fun with my mates, just ripping around cruising, taking it to the park, I can fly around the house, the Lightning V1 is my go-to once I upgraded it with the digital VTX, and this right here should be pretty decent as well. So that, fingers crossed. We've got Bot Grinder in the chat as well.